Sure. The main problem here is not even sexuality. It's not because we all know wrestlers and even male wrestlers, we have outfits that are pretty revealing. It's not even a shot at the adult industry. For people who don't know, I do have 2 degrees in multimedia and graphic, and I did work for a porn company. I was actually editing pictures for a porn company. So I have nothing against these people, and it's actually a very hard work, and they have to deal with a lot of shit. The main problem I have here is that when you go to a wrestling promotion and you give them the right to use your image and your name, and it's a wrestling promotion, you give them the right to show you, present you, label you, and promote you as a professional wrestler.
Sure.
And you do not give them the right to change who you are, what you represent, and why you're there. Which was the main problem with this. And how it happened is that there's a fan. It's sort of like end of March. He tweets about, I don't know how the hell Lufisto versus Mercedes Martinez is a dirty cat fight, and I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? And then he sends me the link, and then I see them CCW promoting us as dirty girls in like sweaty fights, and then what else, like all assets out and double D destruction and all that stuff. And I've been vocal about it, so CZW itself sends me a message, and they're like, oh, we know, we respect you, we can't do anything, it's a third party that bought the footage, and that's how they promote the women wrestling, and we try, but we can't do anything about it. So I've been in an argument with them saying, this is your brand, this is your name, and we trusted you with you, showing us as a professional wrestler. I was seeing people going online saying, yeah, but some people, like, they wear skimpy outfits and they have OnlyFans where they take naked pictures. Whatever a girl does on her own time is her right. But when you
100%.
show up to a wrestling show, you expect to be treated as a professional wrestler and nothing else. So when I saw that they were advertising us like that, I got into like some sort of verbal fight privately. And obviously they didn't care. They didn't do, oh, we can't do anything, we can't talk about it, it's a third party. And I'm like, how can you do this knowing, especially UCCW, knowing the struggle that women wrestlers had to endure to be taken seriously? And they just brushed it off. So I gave them 2 months as like in hopes that they would, change and start promoting like the WSU shows as with the names they had, like Battle Tested or the Anniversary or whatever name there was. But no, they kept going all assets out, top heavy. Look at those crazy like girl fights and CCW girls with a Z and whatever. So I just got tired of it. You would not listen to me, and the fact that they didn't care like was so disappointing to me because, like I said before, CCW has this very special place in my heart. I've grown there. I had great matches. It's where I did a lot of things for the first time, and they gave me big opportunities when John Zendig was there. And I even always considered DJ Hyde as one of my friends too. Like I never had a problem personally with him. And the fact that they wouldn't listen and they just like, oh, we can't do nothing about it. I just thought it was irresponsible and it was a slap in the face to all the female wrestlers. Because when we trust them in using our image and, I go there to wrestle. If I want to do like sexy pictures or whatever on my own, I'm going to do it on my own. It's going to be my choice. But if I chose to work for you as a professional wrestler, I do expect you to present me as such. And that's not what they're doing right now. And there's a fan who actually wrote to me and he was like, I was expecting like some sort of like, so that's why I said softcore porn, because that's the word he used. It's like, I was expecting like something fetishy, whatever, and then I saw like professional wrestling. It's like, I thought I was buying something else. I'm like, yeah, sorry. So not only are they,
at least you're able to convert a
not
porn
only
fan
they're
to a wrestling fan.
misleading their customers and what they're presenting,
Yeah.
but they're also like, yeah, it's really like a slap in the face to the women wrestlers who, like, especially since they know the struggle and how long it took with the history of the women in CZW, which there was me and there was Mickey Knuckles who has a few matches there, and she fought real hard for intergender wrestling too, and being seen as an equal. So that's why I was like, I have to do something about it, and I tried to be as professional as I could because, like I said, I didn't want to necessarily, you know, I didn't want to. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, I didn't want to destroy CCW, but this needed to be said because they're doing it, but other people might want to do it, or other people are did it in the past, and it has to stop. Otherwise, we will never grow as athletes. We will go back years, you know, behind. And yeah, I mean, somebody had to be vocal about it, and that's the only way I thought. Like, well, I'm gonna do a video. There was about like 4 or 5 people that didn't like it. Other people and even female wrestlers were very supportive of it, and wrestling fans were very supportive of it. And I had like tons of support all day. And hopefully, it brings them like at least to think what they did wrong. But with the answers I had before, I just don't really think they care, and they see girls as tits and ass and money. That was easy money. Especially the third party, he doesn't care. He's buying footage from other promotions or whatever, selling them again, and his way of selling stuff is to turn everything into a fetish.
Yeah, it's disappointing. It's disappointing. You know, especially from a company that's been around so long and has really built its name off, you know, wrestlers and performers breaking their backs for that company. But you know, I definitely wanted to bring that up and sort of give you an opportunity to discuss that because, as I said to you, I saw that video the other day and it really stood out to me. Definitely, and as I said, my respect level gained for you tenfold. Just you could see the passion in that video, and I'll link it in the page and on our YouTube and Twitter, so our viewers can go back and see that and to see what we're talking about. But it was a very, very you know, in depth, and you could tell it was definitely from the heart. So
Definitely. I mean, I've been fighting for women's right in wrestling since I started, and like I said, like I'll do it until I die. And yes, you know what? One thing I just want to mention, it's not because some of us, like, it's not because you see my ass cheek or that you're gonna see a boob crack or something that I want you to send me messages asking me to do sex chat with you or whatever. Like, so I saw a few people going like, oh, you're wearing that, you're looking to be like objectify and being a sexual object. I'm like, okay, so you're the kind of guy who also says like, oh, this girl had a skirt, she was asking to get raped.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
basically the type of stuff that I've seen today, and I'm like, no, you don't get it. This has nothing to do with presenting a sexy image. There's nothing wrong with that. You got firefighters doing like calendars to raise money that are sexy and stuff. It's fine. If you're comfortable with that, if it's your
Yeah,
choice, go ahead. But if I've worked for you as a professional wrestler and this is what I gave you the right to use and to do, then that's what you're using and nothing more. If
that's
I
the
want to
context that I'm
take
using.
pictures after something and I want to do it by myself, my choice, my body, I'm going to do what I want. But you, that's not the agreement we have, and that's where it's wrong.